So my brothers and sisters, I'm just making this point, emphasizing, because we have sisters here, alhamdulillah, and I want to include them. I want them to know that they play a huge role in the success of this ummah. Let me add one more thing before I get into my topic and get the ball rolling, as they say. Just a little bit more emphasis. I want to include our sisters among the young men in this struggle, in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you know who is behind the great Imams Malik, Shafi'i and Ahmad ibn Hanbal, among many others? Do you know who are the great ones behind them? Do you know how they became the great Imams of all time after the Tabi'een? It was their mothers. Do you know how old their mothers were? They were not more than 30 years old. Do you know how old Imam Ahmad's mother was when she subjected him to the education and knowledge? She was 18 years of age. 18. She was a widow. Widow. And she said to her son Ahmad, learn the character. Learn the adab of your teacher before you learn his knowledge. Imam Malik, his mother was below 30. When she took him herself to the Masjid al-Nabawi and she chose for him his teacher Rabi'atul Ra'i, Imam Malik was 10 years old. How old was he? 10. And he had memorized the Quran. And she said to him, learn from Rabi'ah his character before you learn his knowledge. She was the inspiration. Do you know what Imam Malik wanted to become before he became a scholar? And scholar is an understatement. Before he became al-allama, an emblem of knowledge, he wanted to become a singer. Do you know what to become? A singer. Because he had a nice voice and he used to sing. And he was very good looking. He came to his mother and his mother said to him, son, you want to become a singer? That's fine. But let me warn you about something. I want to inform you how young women had they were the drive, the turning point of these great Imams. She said to him, if you want to become a singer, that's good. But there's a problem. Singing comes with good looks. And you don't have it. And that deterred him away from that to become Imam Malik as we know him. Imam Shafi'i's mother, under the age of 30, she took him from Mecca and sent him to Medina to learn of the great Imam Malik. She taught him the Quran at the age of 7, memorized it all. And he memorized Al-Muwatta for Imam Malik at the age of 10 or 12. And he was a poet at the age of 11. She was his inspiration as well. So I want to include our sisters in this. And I want the young men to understand that when you get married, inshallah, to take good care of your wives. Because what you are taking care of is not just a woman. You are actually preparing a generation to come. The mother, as the poet in Arabic says, Al-ummu madrasatun إذا أعددتها أعددت شعبا طيب الأعراق. The mother is an educational institution on her own. She is a school, a university. If you look after her and prepare her, you would have prepared a whole generation to come of youth full of great character and morals, full of leadership. And you know, we always complain that women talk too much. Am I right? Yes? Dare I ask the men to put their hands up if they agree with me? It's scientifically proven. I'll just give you that. I'll save you. I can see some of the brothers afraid to put their hands up because they'll get caught on camera and their wives will see them upstairs. Have to go back home and pay for it. Okay. I'll give you your excuse from now, inshallah. Scientifically proven, it is the nature of women that they talk more than men. In fact, they made statistics that they talk about 24,000 words a day. And men talk between 9,000 to 14,000 on average. So that gives you, when young brothers, if you want to get married, I'm giving you a hint, a head start, inshallah. You go and work and you come back home. If you've already used up your 14,000 words, you've still got another 10,000 to go. You have to listen. And I'll give you some advice, inshallah, for the newly wedded ones, inshallah. So, why do they talk so much? There is a wisdom behind that. Children, it's not easy for them, children under the age of 10, it's not easy for them to understand something very quickly. They need to be spoon-fed. Do you agree with me? Those of you who are parents. Children need to be spoon-fed. So they require more words to explain things. Me as a father, I know this. If I come to explain my son or daughter something, I can't be bothered to explain too much. I choose minimal words which have big meaning, and if he doesn't get it from the first or second time, I get frustrated. I say, go to your mother. But the mother keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and the child asks 1,000 questions. I say, explain to him, I'll be the introduction, you be the body, and then I'll be the conclusion. Bring him when you want me to make a conclusion.